I was redeployed almost a year ago now at the very start of the pandemic to swabbing in Páirc Uí Chaoimh when everything was kind of very high octane and it was all very kind of high adrenaline stuff at that stage. So I was there for a few weeks and then I was back out and then I was back up again. So I think I did about a month in total. And then more recently, before Christmas, I was redeployed for just a week to residential care. And again in the last month for 3 weeks to 2 different residential care settings. I suppose I felt a sense of duty really when the call went out. I kind of felt that I have a skill set. I'm nursing for 30 years. I have a skill set that's transferable and that the nursing care is the same regardless of circumstances changing. Yeah, I suppose the most recent, maybe I'd had a little bit more experience by the sort of third time going to residential care. And it was into a private nursing home and they had a very significant outbreak. I was asked from the COVID response team to go, and really the HSE had a lot of staff there, almost all but 2 of their own core staff across the board in the facility had tested positive from COVID, so it was a real crisis situation really. So it was very challenging from that point of view, from trying to go in and virtually manage an area and care for residents where you were totally blind really, and there was no core staff there to guide you with that. And it was very difficult for about 2 weeks. The 3rd week I was there, some of the core staff were coming back, and I suppose the residents were improving. Some unfortunately had died, but those who were still there were kind of out of the danger zone a little bit, so it had kind of resolved a little bit. And you just try to find a little bit of light where you can, and just the engagement with some of the residents that would kind of be looking for that you can give some bit of time to and get a response from that is always, that's always rewarding and it does get you through, Things are improving, even the last nursing home I was in, the staff and the residents had all had the first dose of the vaccine, and they didn't have the proportion of deaths maybe that you would have expected that other places have. So I think that was positive. They've all received their 2nd dose now. The vaccine rollout I think is a hugely positive thing. But I think we just cannot afford to let complacency come in at all in any level of society. It's just too serious when you see it. And I don't think people really understand it, the loneliness of the residents and of their families, is just so difficult. But hopefully there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel anyway. It was fine. It's just you come home absolutely ready to drop really, and you're done. And I did 3 days on the trot, and it's very you're just absolutely exhausted. It takes a good while to recover actually, and I suppose I felt it took me a long time to kind of wind down from it. The sort of emotional and the psychological stuff that nearly took longer, to break from it. Now I had a full week off last week and I actually really felt I needed it to just sort of regroup again, before I went back to my own job.